work on Word Chapter 3 today, and the main two components are mail merge and table insertion. So let's get started. I have all my files in a folder, and I just want to take a moment and show those to you. If you expand between name and date inside your folder, you'll see that the top file for me has a student name before it, and that is the file we'll be working with first. Then there's an Excel file. Notice the green icon right here? That Excel file will be our mail merge addresses. The next file, look how similar these files are named. There's 3 files named almost exactly the same. Has the word thanks at the end. That is the document we will be inserting for a letter, okay? But we won't use that one first. And then beneath, Home Store 12 instructions are the steps we'll be doing with our mail merge today. So one of the things it talks about first is how we're supposed to save it. So the first thing it says in saving is to download the file, but look, you're supposed to save with your last name at the end. I'm suggesting to people that now, since there's so many files that are the same, put the number 1 in front of it, because I think you're going to find that that number 1 in front of it is going to help you upload that file easier. All right, so I'm going to open my file, and the file I'm using has it has students, but it probably defaulted and put your last name up there at that file, right up here. So I'm going to go File, Save As, and I'm going to go back into my folder. I was using a folder in my desktop. You may be using a pen drive. I'm going to delete the student and put the number 1. After homework, it says put your first and last name. No, it says last name, then first. So I'm going to put my first and last name. And now I know when I upload, I'm going to be looking for that 1, right? Okay, save. All right, and your file should look something similar to this. Home improvement tips here at the top, some blue headers, a table, and at the end, another setup for a table. So that's the end of step 1. Everybody on board? All right, we're going to cruise on down to step 2. Move to the last page of the document and convert the text beginning with under 100 to update maintenance and make it a table. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to highlight from under 100 all the way down to update maintenance. And all I did, guys, was click and hold my mouse. I clicked my mouse at under 100 and I just dragged it all the way down to update maintenance. All right? What? The very bottom of the document. All right? And so when you have all that highlighted, I'm going to go to Insert, and then I'm going to go to Table, but I'm going to click the pull down table because we want to actually convert this text to a table. So you don't want to just click on the table icon itself. You want to click on the little arrow chevron underneath it and come all the way down and click Convert Text to Table. Now, this is going to convert pretty smoothly. The document tells us to just accept default, so we're going to say OK. But notice everything was already spaced out in columns, so it inserted into that table pretty easily. All right, that's into step 2. And then now we're going to step 3. All right, insert a row above row 1. So what I do is I click off the table now because I don't want the whole table highlighted, and I click again right before under 100. And I just want my mouse cursor in there. I don't want that whole cell highlighted. And it says insert a row above. So I'm going to click left to get my mouse cursor in there, and then I'm going to click my mouse right to insert row above. And you click insert row above. And now it says type home improvement tips in the first cell. So I'm going to highlight home improvement tips and copy it. I'm going to click in the first cell and go Control V and paste it. and it says in the first cell of the new row. Now merge all the cells in that row. So what I do is I click on the cell and I highlight all 4 cells. Okay? You want to out-click the cell you were just typing in and highlight all 4 cells. And then I right-click my mouse and I choose Merge Cells. And what this is going to do is take those dividers away and make one big fat cell. Okay? And it says merge all the cells and now bold and center the text in the row. So I'm going to come back to my home. I'm going to hit bold, which it already was bold. And then I'm going to go to the center in my paragraph alignment. Change the font size of the text to 18. So right now, for my document, it happens to be at 9. I'm going to come up here. You still need the cell highlighted or your words highlighted, and I'm going to go to 18. Bold and center the text in row 2. So now it says bold and center text in row 2. So I'm going to click on off of my title. I'm going to highlight row 2, which says under 100, 100 to 200, 200 to 400, and greater than 400. And it says hit bold, and then come over to the paragraph alignment and hit center and save. And that's the end of step 3. Everybody with me?